So, zweiter Versuch. Hallo Stefan, wie geht's? So, I'll try again. Let's see if it works.
Hey,
Hi Johnny, I have
yeah, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you, but it seems like I have the same problem again. That yeah, the guys in the chat can see you, but I fear that you're getting disconnected again in a second. Yeah, it's weird. Well, let's try if it works this time, and we'll figure a solution out. So yeah, I'll start with a question. Or well, I'll say it in German first. Also die erste Frage wird sein, wie zum Wrestling gekommen ist. So Johnny, well, the first question, and he's gone. Es tut mir leid, momentan kann ich nicht verstehen, warum mir wieder rausgeworfen wird aus dem Livestream. Yeah. Johnny, can you send the request to join the stream? Maybe it's that's the problem.
Okay, so.
Mm-hmm. I accepted the request, so let's see if he is joining now, if it works. Eine Vermutung, die ich habe, während wir auf Johnny warten noch, es könnte auch daran liegen, dass Instagram heute schwere technische Probleme hatte, falls es jemand mitbekommen hat. Wir waren uns gar nicht sicher, ob wir den Livestream machen können, deswegen ist auch die Erinnerung auf Facebook ziemlich spät gekommen. Deswegen ja, ist jetzt etwas nervig. Guten Tag, ja, hallo Kanton. Hallo Sturmflut 93. Oh, das ist aber ein hübsches Profilbild. Ja, ich weiß beim besten Willen nicht, was das Problem ist. Ja, ich musste warten, bis die Anfrage zu Ende ist. Moment. Oh, John. Now it could work.
Now it can work.
I can see you.
Poor you.
Can you see me as well?
I can see your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's the highlight of the stream. I'll end it now again.
Good night, people.
I was scared that the stream wouldn't work, but hey, in the end we figured it out. So
yeah. At least you can see me.
Yeah, now it seems normal. So let's hope for the best. So yeah, well, let's get into it right away because we wasted a bit of time with technical problems. And the first question is, I've told the listeners already, so I can ask you now. How did you start with wrestling? How did you get into it?
So I've been a fan of wrestling since I was 4. Or Heinzweig 4 Jahre alt. I've been a fan. You know, it's just one of those things. I kind of give up the idea that I'd ever be a wrestler. I was in my late 20s, and a guy locally to where I live opened up a wrestling school, and you know, I learned the basics and did one local show, and then did another local show, and then just kind of went from there, you know. And before you knew it, I was wrestling in Germany, Switzerland, Ireland, Austria. You know, I've wrestled in a lot of places thanks to it, but it was just kind of fate, I guess. You know, just like never give up on your dreams.
Well, that's a nice story. It's rare to hear that that somebody gets into wrestling at a relative old age. I mean, in your 20s, somewhere around there. So yeah, it's a nice story. So
yeah, I'm getting old.
How old are you at the moment, actually?
I am 33, I think.
33. Okay.
Yeah, 33, I think. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I'm 33. I'm either 33 or 34. I always forget. I think it's 33.
Okay, I've never heard that one before. Somebody gets how old they are. So, I'll translate. 1 second. Ja, also ich habe John gefragt, wie alt wie er zum Wrestling gekommen ist, und er hat gesagt, er schaut Wrestling seit er vier Jahre alt ist, und ja, dann hat er eigentlich mit dem Traum, Wrestler zu werden, schon aufgegeben, aber dann wurde er von einem lokalen Veranstalter angefragt, und ja, so hat es angefangen. Und jetzt hat er schon in England, in Deutschland, Österreich, natürlich in der Schweiz bei der SWE performt. Und ja, und er ist 33 Jahre alt.
There's someone who wants to say hello.
Ah, does somebody want to say hello?
He come up to see me.
Oh, is it one of your famous two punks?
Yeah, this is Buddy.
Yeah.
He's sleepy. He just woke up.
He's a cute one.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He is 6.
Oh,
he's he's a good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, he looks like that.
Yeah, he's always wants to be the center of attention. He should have been a wrestler.
Well, maybe there will be a wrestling school for dogs at some point. So
the way 2020 is going, anything could happen.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, quick. Die nächste Frage wird sein, wo hat er Wrestling gelernt? So yeah, coming from wrestling school for dogs to where do you train wrestling, or where are you training for wrestling?
So the wrestling school that I trained with is actually closed down. So I don't actually have a school anymore. So I use a local boxing club, right? So we have a ring. So I just pay the guy some money and he lets me use the ring when I need it. You know, like before I was wrestling regularly, and like I would just turn up like a few hours before and get some training in there, and you know, like ask some other guys for some advice, you know, like Michael Kovac or whoever, you know, like just ask little things from them. And I must admit, you know, like in my experience, I've learned more traveling and speaking to different people than I did just like training with the same guy all the time, you know. So I can't wait once we can all travel again, you know, like I can't wait to get back to doing that.
Yeah. It sucks. I can't put it any different way. It just sucks.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. You need to swear in there. It fucking sucks.
But yeah, you said you were training in a wrestling ring, in a boxing ring. Does it make any difference? Because they have 4 ropes, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
Well, you know, without sounding too stupid, I don't really care about ropes because I don't jump off them. So it can have 1 rope, it can have 50 ropes. I don't mind. You know, like I'm not a luchador. So as long as it's got 4 posts, I'm okay.
Oh.
You know, for me, it's more like spatial awareness. You know, like just kind of working and making sure you can like know your bearings. Like I don't know if that word translates to you guys, but like you need to know where you are in the ring all the time, you know. So it's just being contained in that space again, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the size of a boxing ring is the same then, or kind of the same.
The one here is the one here is roughly the same. You know, it's. I think like a standard ring 16 feet, and I think this one's like 14 or 15. It's not much smaller, but it's better than nothing.
Ja, that's true. That's true. So, ja eben, Johnny hat momentan keine Wrestling-Schule, er trainiert in einem Boxring, um da halt in Form zu bleiben, die Koordination im Ring beizubehalten. Und es macht eigentlich keinen Unterschied, dass er da 4 Seile hat anstatt 3, weil er ist nicht wirklich der Wrestler, der immer in die Seile geht und so. Darum, ja, macht es für ihn keinen großen Unterschied. And I don't think I have to explain the next question in German. Where does the name Kuma come from?
Kuma is Japanese for bear.
Oh, okay. That's quite easy. Yeah.
Right.
So,
I'm a big hairy guy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to just be called Bear. I just thought it was too obvious. And it was actually a guy from Scotland who's a wrestler over here says Kuma would be a great name for a wrestler. And then I looked up what Kuma meant, and I was like, that's who I'm going to be.
Yeah. Well, it fits perfectly. And to be honest, it sounds really cool. So, good job on that one.
Yeah. So, thank you, Luke, if you're listening or watching.
So, ja, ganz kurz. Ich habe gefragt, woher der Name Kuma kommt. Und das ist eigentlich das japanische Wort für Bär. Und ich glaube, mehr muss ich dazu nicht erklären. Und ja, die nächste Frage wird sein, wie er jemandem Wrestling erklären würde, der es noch nie gesehen hat. So, yeah, did you understand my question in German? Or didn't you? No. Okay.
It's too fast. You know, like maybe a bit slower, but
I'll ask my question in the future a bit slower. Let's see if it works out.
Okay.
But
I never knew this was going to come with a test. You know, like I'm not ready for tests, but I will try.
No worry. I'll give you 2 bonus points. The mark comes at the end. So, no, the question was, how would you explain wrestling to someone that has never? Well, sorry. How would you explain wrestling to somebody who has never seen it before?
Wrestling is usually, not always, 2 people in underpants, sometimes fighting for a belt, for trousers they don't have. That's the best way to describe it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, wrestling is if wrestling is done right, it should be a journey. You know, you should take the audience on a journey with you. You should tell a story, and you know, like get them invested. You know, so it's not just it's got to be a competition. It's got to be a story. It's got to be believable. You know, it's got to be everything. It needs to be. You need to try and make everybody.
We have some sort of connection issue.
Is that better?
Yeah, you cut out for a second there.
Okay. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you, kinda. It's a bit fuzzy, the connection.
Hold on, I'll see if it's maybe my Wi-Fi.
Okay. No hurry. Well, I can explain, ich kann dir erklären, was er gesagt hat zur Frage vorhin. Seine erste Antwort, wie man Wrestling jemandem erklärt, der es noch nie gesehen hat, war, es sind 2 Männer in Unterwäsche, die manchmal um einen Gürtel kämpfen. Und ja, Johnny ist da. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have bad weather here tonight, so I switched off Wi-Fi and just using data now. We have really strong winds. So yeah, like if I was to explain wrestling to someone who has never seen it, it's a competition. You know, like you want to be the best at what you're doing. You want to entertain everyone the best you can, and you just have to invest. Like be open. If you've never seen it, or I've been on shows and guys like maybe like a father's taking his children and he doesn't really like wrestling, and I've had him come up to me after the show and say, "I didn't want to come here tonight, but your match made me have fun," or that's the best thing you could really hope for, is to entertain everyone. So it's a constant battle.
Yeah, that's well said. Well said. Ja, also Johnny hat gemeint, ja, Wrestling ist eigentlich ein Wettbewerb. Es soll immer unterhaltend sein, auch wenn jemand nicht unbedingt zum Event kommen wollte. Er sollte trotzdem begeistert sein von deinem Match und es soll einfach wirklich unterhaltsam sein. Das ist Wrestling, ja. Yeah, so the next question is, do you like heavyweight opponents, or do you more like the classic David versus Goliath matchup in the ring?
I think like both, but I prefer wrestling. It's probably smaller guys, like Yokozuna versus Bret Hart, like that kind of. I like wrestling technical guys. Like I always had fun with like Michael Kovac or Doug Williams, guys that are smaller than me, but they're still quite strong guys. Like I enjoy that, but to be honest, it's not very often I wrestle guys as big as me. So like that's always so nice. Like Demolition Davies has lost a lot of weight. He's not a big guy anymore, but when he was bigger, I used to love wrestling him because like I'm always scared to hurt smaller people, but when you're wrestling someone big, you can just really go for it. Like really hurt each other, and like he can take it and I can take it, and it's just like two bulls in a park, like just going for it.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, it can be quite scary, I believe, for you to not hurt your opponent. Yeah, but about the smaller opponent topic, you're teaming with Rock and Roller in, I believe, POW, if I recall correctly.
Before, not anymore. I'm actually the tag champions with Hakeem now. Yeah. But I have tagged with Rock and Roller before. I love the dynamic, big guy, small guy. It works well. He can do all the work, and then I can just beat him up. It's easy.
yeah, that's quite relaxing for you then. That's good.
I can have fun with the crowd. Then when it's time to kick some ass, I kick some ass. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I need to translate for a second. Ja, also ich habe Johnny gefragt, ob er lieber Heavyweight-Matches mag oder David gegen Goliath-Matches. Und er hat gemeint, ja, es ist selten, dass er gegen jemanden antritt, der gleich groß und gleich schwer ist wie er, aber er tritt lieber gegen Leute an, die nicht gerade, die es mit ihm aufnehmen können, nicht allzu kleine Gegner, die dann auch schneller verletzt werden durch sein Gewicht und durch seine Größe. Yeah. And yeah, the next question is about your time on the road. Because family seems to be very important to you. We can see that on your social media profiles. And do they support you, your work as a wrestler, and do they accept it?
Yeah, it was hard for a start, like when I first started going on the road and longer tours and stuff. Well, that's not really what I said would happen at the start. Like I only expected to do, small shows in Scotland, and that was it really. I never really thought like the traveling would happen. But yeah, I mean, it is hard. I mean, they like it this year because I can't go anywhere. But as long as it's only like a weekend, it's not too bad. But sometimes, people get a little bit pissed off if I'm away too long. But I have fun, so that's all that really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you kind of ruined my follow-up question that I planned, because I wanted to ask how it changed with COVID-19, but yeah.
It's
Yeah.
COVID-19 sucks. There's just no two ways about it. The last time I wrestled was March, and as I said earlier, I'm getting older, and it's like I feel like I've almost lost a year of my career. Well, it just means hopefully in 2021 I can maybe wrestle twice as much to make up for it. But it's difficult. But there's a lot of people died. There's a lot of people sick. So if the worst that happens to me is I can't wrestle for a few months, it's a small price to pay.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody has to do sacrifices, or has to make sacrifices during this time. So
Yeah, that's true.
ja. Also ganz kurz, also die Frage war, ob seine Familie ihn unterstützt im Wrestling, und er hat gemeint, am Anfang war es etwas schwierig, aber es hat sich eingependelt, auch wenn es natürlich auch Reibungen gibt, wenn er da mal ein paar Wochenenden nicht zu Hause ist am Stück. Und Corona ist scheiße. Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. So yeah, the next question is kind of in the same vein of the last one, but is it difficult to travel with your size, because you're quite big, you're quite heavy?
Yeah, it's not easy, it's just things people take for granted, because I'm also, for being like wide, I'm also like tall, so like it's both ways. So in an airplane, if I can't fit in to take a piss sideways, I can't stand up with it, it's hard, it's like airplanes aren't made for big people, but being wide isn't really a problem, because it's more for other people that's a problem. But the leg room is terrible, Like if I go on a flight that's more than 2 hours, I can barely walk when I get off the plane. My knees are crammed into the seat in front. So it's very uncomfortable, but it's part of the game. It's like if I want to do all these things, I have to sacrifice something. So if I've got to be uncomfortable for 3 hours so I can go to Switzerland and see the people there, then I'll do it. It's not an issue, but it has a price to pay.
Yeah, that's true. See.
Hi, Johnny.
Good friend, Stefan.
So there's time for the running gag. So some throwbacks and some funny stories from the past. And it was exactly the time you answered the question, how is traveling with your big size? And I want to tell the story. When I first heard of you, I got some messages from Bambi, from Bad Bones John Klinger, from Mikey Kovac, from Peter White, that you are a handsome guy and we have to book you and we have to hire you, and you are a funny guy, and you match up with the team at SWE, and I said, okay, give it a try. I contacted you and we booked the flight, and then I got again in contact with you and you said to me, hey man, I just have to say to you, I'm so big, I need 2 seats in the airplane. And I said, oh, are you kidding me? And we have to book a second seat for you. And then some days later we get in contact again and you asked me, who will pick me up at the airport? And I said, I will pick you up. I will come and get you at the airport. And you said to me, man, I'm not fitting in a normal car. Hopefully you have an SUV or a small transporter. I said, okay, very interesting. And then I picked you up and we got in touch, and I said we booked a lovely hotel for you. I said, man, did you tell the hotel that I have 285 kg? Normally I will crash the beds over there. I said, oh shit. Then we invited you at our home, and I said to you, let's have a coffee, take a seat. And you said, oh no man, I will not sit on these chairs, down on these chairs. I will crash these chairs. That was the story how we met you first and how we get in contact and how we first we're thinking, what the hell did we do here? But I have to say, and all to the other promoters, book this guy, very handsome, very funny, a really nice guy, and you have to have him on your show. So,
oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Stefan. I love it as well. I miss your couch.
So, and there is another running gag on our show. Cheers.
Cheers to you, Johnny.
Cheers, guys.
So
I'll have some protein shake.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time I've seen you as well. And what I remember from that time, when we were back at Stefan's house, we talked about snooker.
Talked about what, sorry?
Snooker. The game, like billiard, snooker.
Oh, snooker, sorry.
Snooker, yeah.
Yeah, snooker, yeah. I love, I still play snooker. I still, my father-in-law has a snooker table in his house now.
Oh,
since I last seen you, he's built a big house and he has a snooker table. So I'm back playing again. So the next time I'm over, hopefully we can play some. We can get some snooker. Is there snooker halls beside you?
yeah, we have, yeah. But
Yeah.
only with one table, so it's not like in Great Britain.
We have some good players here. I see Lily said that I was a great guest. Thank you, Lily. You made me feel very welcome. I love your couch. It's very comfortable.
I've sadly never slept on it. I always made it home somehow.
I didn't want to leave. I wanted to live in that house forever. It's amazing. I really would.
There is an input from a viewer, a pro wrestler Peter White. No clue who that guy is.
He sounds like a jobber.
No, I'm sure he wants to suplex you.
I think we have a saying over here. Sometimes you mix up ability and ambition. His ambition is to suplex me, but his ability would let him, you know?
Yeah, he'll take that answer. So yeah, let's continue. So there are rumors about the comeback of the SWE. What are your thoughts? I mean, I know you were only one time with us, but yeah, you said you enjoyed it. And what would your thoughts be about the comeback?
I'm not just saying this because I'm on the channel, but SWE when I was there was like walking into a family. You know, like I'd only been there once, but I felt like I'd been there 50 times. You know, like I got on with Stefan, Lily, yourself. You know, like everything just fit into place. You know, like all the guys at the show, some of the guys I knew from Germany, some of the guys I'd never met, and you know, just felt like this. You know, and I hope you guys come back because I really want to kick Pascal's ass, basically. Like I want to kick his butt. You know, I need to give him some bruises, and I need to win some titles. You know, I need to be the king of Switzerland. I need to be a tag champion. And I love Bad Bones, but I need to kick his ass as well. You know, like it's just how it goes.
Yeah, let's see.
I think Switzerland needs good wrestling, you know. So
that's
you're the guys.
Yeah, that's true. And there was a question by I can't read the name anymore, but somebody. Tanushan. His question was: Did somebody body slam you? Or, not yet.
I am undefeated. Nobody's ever beat me. Nobody's ever picked me up. I've been knocked over 3 times. Like, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and then will Peter White come and he will suplex you.
I think I would beat up Peter White until he turned ugly, but it looks like somebody already beat me to it, you know. I
see a feud coming. So yeah, 1 second. sorry schon, die Antwort auf deine Frage war, nein, es hat noch niemand geschafft. Er ist einfach unbesiegt im Ring. Und ich glaube, erst 3-mal hat es jemand geschafft, ihn umzuwerfen. So, ja, mal schauen, ob das auch passiert. Yeah, but yeah, let's get back to the questions. And there were some questions about you as a person as well. And the first question was, do you have a real life job outside of wrestling?
Yeah, I do have a real life job. I have been working from home since March. I work in the oil industry. So I work basically as, my title is a procurement specialist. So anything the company needs worldwide, we buy it and we source things and we fix things and we do everything that the company needs. So we can buy like big pieces for like underneath the oil rig and like stuff for on board the oil rig and like everything in between.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. It's. I love my job. I love it, but it's when you try to tell someone about it, it sounds boring. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it's quite good that you can work from home at the moment during COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I'm in my office now, so I sit here every day, and I can go downstairs, get coffee, see the dog, come back up, do some work, and it's okay. And I don't have to drive anymore, which is great.
Yeah, I can imagine. So ja, ganz kurz. Also sein echter Job ist, er arbeitet in der Ölindustrie. Er ist so für Einkäufe und alles Mögliche eigentlich verantwortlich. Und ja, und er kann jetzt während Corona auch zu Hause arbeiten. Yeah, and the question that just came to mind from myself now, how big were you as a child? Well, height-wise, when did you start growing?
So when I was like maybe 5, I was like 100 centimeters tall, and I was tall,
Yeah.
And then, by like 10, 11, I was 180, 185, and then by 15, I was 204, and I'm still 204.
Holy shit! Okay, I mean I'm 185 now, and I'm 27, so.
You should have had more broccoli as a kid.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. Yeah, and another question that came up was, we've seen one of your dogs, and we know that you have 2 pugs, but wouldn't the Bernese Mountain Dog or something bigger, a bigger dog, would fit better to you, considering your size?
I will be honest, when we first got pugs, I didn't want one. I want a big dog. I want a bull mastiff or a bulldog or something like this. And then we got a pug, and I would never have another breed now. I just love them. They're so funny. They just have like good souls. They're just calm dogs. They're fun. They're silly. They're a little stupid. They're just fun, and I like that. So they never bite or anything. They're just very good.
Yeah.
For like we have like our brothers and sisters have small kids, so they're very good with children as well.
Yeah, he seemed lovely. The one dog that just jumped into the picture at the beginning of the stream.
He just wants to kiss you,
Yeah, that's true. So there came one question up as well from Peter White, actually, and he asked, who is the sexiest human being that you know?
Definitely not Peter White.
No.
He's not even the most beautiful in SWE. He is. I'm going to kick his ass. Peter,
Yeah.
you're a dead.
Yeah, I mean, not even Photoshop could save him.
That makes a change from smoking a dick. Is that right, Peter?
What?
I think he's still in the chat. I was asking if that's right.
No, it's yeah. I can't translate this one into German, but yeah. So yeah, we're coming to the end of our live stream, but we have one segment to end, and
Okay.
I'll ask a question, like a simple A or B, and you just answer with one word.
Okay.
Okay. So first question: WWE or AEW?
AEW.
Very good question. You would have been kicked out of the stream if you answered differently. So no, they're both very good.
I'm an FDR guy.
Yeah, that's good as well. I'll write that down. Then, if you could choose one opponent, living or dead, that you could wrestle for one match, who would that be?
I've got something good to show you.
Oh,
This is signed.
that's real, right?
That's real.
Holy shit! Nice.
Yeah.
So,
I think me versus Yokozuna would be amazing just because of the spectacle, you know. Yokozuna.
Yeah, definitely. But did you see him? I'm really bad with years. I don't know when Yokozuna died.
I seen him 4 days before he died.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in Aberdeen, Scotland, and then he died in Liverpool a few days later.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's sad, but cool that you got to see him.
Yeah.
Before he passed away. Yeah. Let's move on. Rangers or Celtic?
Scheiße.
that answers it. Yeah. Big fan of both of them. Michael Kovac or Michael Kovac. I'm not sure.
Michael Kovac's cock.
I suppose you don't mean the animal, right?
Definitely not. Definitely. They both have feathers.
Very well said. Big fan of them. Dogs or humans?
Dogs.
But you said AEW, so I'll leave you in. I'm more the cats person, to be honest.
Animals above humans. Just any animal. Like, humans are the best animals. Except spiders. I don't like spiders. They can fuck off. But
yeah, weirdly, I don't like peacocks, so I hate those bastards. So, Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay. If you go to vacation or on vacations, do you go into the mountains or to the sea?
More mountains. Mountains. No, sorry, seaside. Seaside. I live beside mountains. Seaside.
You had me hoping for 1 second, but the hopes got squashed. So, but I can accept that. Hulk Hogan or Randy Savage?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Definitely, definitely. He's great. Or he was great, rather. A bit of a more serious one, the Scottish independence.
Yes.
Yeah, I can understand that. And the last one, singles matches or tag team matches?
Singles.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we came to the end of our live stream.
I survived.
Sorry, your mic cut
I
out.
survived.
Sorry, didn't get you.
I survived. I survived it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, there's some interferences in the sound at the moment.
That's okay.
But yeah, you survived. Thanks for being the guinea pig to the first English live stream. We need to work out some things, but it was very, very entertaining. And thank you that you took your time to answer some of the questions. And yeah, I hope you stay healthy, and we hope to see you if we return in the SWE ring again. And
me too.
yeah.
And it's not if you return, it's when you return, because you guys are coming back. I believe it. And before I go, I just want to say, Peter White, I've had it up to here with you, and you're dead when I see you.
Well, that's a good point to end it before it gets really violent.
I'll take him like this, and I will throw him over my shoulder. Just throw him over my shoulder.
Well, he'll possibly throw his back out when he tries to suplex you. So,
if he didn't have to carry his makeup bag, he would maybe be a little bit stronger, you know. But he's too pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point to end it. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, can't wait to see you again and enjoy the time with your family during those difficult times. And yeah.
You guys too. You guys stay safe. And I would love to do this again sometime. Keep me in mind. This has been fun.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So yeah, I wish you a nice evening and bye, Johnny.
No problem. Guten Abend, mein Freund. Ich liebe SWE.
Take care. Take care. So, wir machen jetzt etwas. Okay, Moment mal. Könnt ihr mich hören, die im Chat? Ich bin mir nicht sicher, nämlich. Sieht man mich noch? Okay, gut. Dann, ich habe gemerkt während dem Chat, also während dem Livestream, es ist etwas mühsam, die Fragen immer zu übersetzen, weil es zerstört den Gesprächsfluss. Deswegen wollte ich jetzt ganz kurz, dauert noch etwa 2 Minuten, eine ganz kurze Zusammenfassung machen, was er so gesagt hat. Ich gehe dann nur auf ein paar kleine Sachen ein, die für mich in Erinnerung blieben. Ja, die Frage, ob es schwierig sei für ihn zu reisen mit seiner Größe und seinem Gewicht. Da kam auch Steffen noch ins Bild, der hat eine Geschichte erzählt und er hat gesagt, ja, es ist ziemlich schwierig. Er braucht zum Beispiel 2 Sitze im Flugzeug. Die Betten sind nicht für sein Gewicht gemacht und ja, auch das Autofahren ist mühsam. Er passt nicht in einen normalen Personenwagen und es ist halt schon ziemlich schwierig für ihn. Ja, und dann, das habe ich sehr interessant gefunden, dann über ein Comeback der SWE, falls wir dann eins machen sollten. Ja, da hat er gesagt, er wäre sehr gerne auch wieder mit dabei. Und ja, es wäre sicher eine schöne Sache, wenn er dort mit uns dieses Comeback feiern könnte. Was kam da noch? Und dann noch einer der lustigsten Momente, denn Peter White, unser erster Livestream-Gast, hat gefragt, wer der sexiest Mensch ist, den er kennt. Und Kuma hat dann gemeint, also auf jeden Fall nicht Peter White. Die beiden mögen sich sehr. Vielleicht habt ihr es mitgekriegt im Chat, da hat auch Peter White gefragt, ob er ihn suplexen kann, und Kuma war da nicht überzeugt. Darum ja, das war eine ganz kurze Zusammenfassung. Es war noch sehr viel mehr. Falls jemand Fragen hat zum Verständnis, meldet euch sonst über den Chat und dann kann ich euch da noch helfen. Was heißt hier machen sollen? Müssen. Ja, ich weiß schon, was er meint. Ja, mal schauen, es ist schwierig zu sagen. Mal schauen. Momentan befinden wir uns in ziemlich schwierigen Zeiten, deswegen ist es da schwer, etwas Konkretes zu sagen. Aber wir halten sicher mal den Geist der SWE in den Händen und in unseren Herzen. Und damit, das ist der beste Abschlusssatz, den ich je erfinden könnte, deswegen verabschiede ich mich jetzt. Vielen Dank fürs Zuhören und man hört sich beim nächsten Mal bei einem SWE-Livestream. Auf Wiederhören.